Right now with Emilio, now in the West End.
Emilio from Pataca. Everybody follow King Khan Media. Well, shout out to my people. Let's go. You know that.
Jeez, respect Emilio. Shout out to everybody. Right now we're in King Khan Media and I've got Eli here with us today from Give Me 5 Minutes podcast. Go check out his podcast with my boy Scars as well. I'm going to put the link in the description below. And today we're here to ask about London mental health and how you're feeling in general, brother. So I've got the first question. Bear with me one moment. So how are you feeling today on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being bad and 10 being good.
I mean, I would say I'd give it like a 5, 6.
Okay, why is that now?
Because I feel like we're talking about like living in London or living in any big city and stuff like that. You know, there's always like a strain on anything that you're necessarily doing. So from month to month, from quarter to quarter, from year to year, things are always changing. You know, it's a very dynamic place. It's not like I would say London or any major city is a place where it's static for too long. You can't really be static. Everything's kind of moving, all at a fast pace, and a lot of things are happening. So your mind, that takes an effect on your mind, I would say.
Okay, and so how can we get you to at least an 8.5 going on to a 9? What would be the things we can do for that?
I mean, I would definitely say, for sure, for a lot of people, it will be more of a case of being able to see family and friends more, obviously in terms of earning more money, you know, just a better quality of living, you know, feel safer, a whole bunch of stuff, you know, could get me up to there.
No doubt. So just to summarize, so of course seeing family and friends, cost of living, earning a lot more than you're currently earning, and just in regards to the situation in London being a fast cosmopolitan city that is. Perfect. So I've got a second question now. Has London had a negative effect on your mental health?
Ooh, negative effect on the mental health. That's a deep question. That's a question I don't really think of. That's a question I don't really like about my mental health. I know mental health is a topic, especially for men, especially for black men as well. Yeah,
it's not spoken about. It's just taboo at the moment.
We don't really speak about it. It's had an effect on me. To what effect could I say in terms of the negative and everything like that? You know, I would say has London done more positive than negative for me? I would say London has had more positive on my life than a negative. But there's definitely negative aspects there, and just living in London, for example, of course, like there's a lot of things that I could say has had a negative effect. Like I said before, cost of living, you know, with the price rises, you're like, ridiculous. Oh my days, like, what's going to happen now? You know, and you're looking at where you're living compared to outside London. Like the cost of like a 2-bed is probably the cost of a 4-bed garden, driveway, everything like that outside of London. So there's things like that where you're looking like, did I make the right choice? Should I just travel into London instead of living in London? So comes with a lot of things there for sure. No doubt.
And I've got another question there. What positives has London had in regards to your mental health?
I would definitely say the atmosphere. Going around, going to the high streets or going to your centres. London is a mixing pot, it's a melting pot.
No doubt it is,
I can always see my people, there's a lot of black events happening, you know, there's a lot of businesses opening up and stuff like that. I feel sometimes if you live on the outskirts of London or even outside London, in the rural areas of England, you know,
not much going on, is
there? As a black person, you're not really going to see people like you around, you're not going to see many black people around. And so I would even say, I've said it before, that I think London and England are like 2 different countries.
I totally agree.
Like they're completely 2 different places. If you live in London, you know, if someone who's lived in London and has, say if someone, if you live in London, it's not it's not representative of how England is, if I'm being honest.
And finally, what would you recommend to a friend or family that are looking to move to London? The top 3 things you'd recommend for them to move into London?
Definitely budget very well.
It's expensive, isn't it?
Everything in London is expensive, you know, and you definitely want to budget well. If you want to live a certain type of lifestyle, you need to be able to budget well, and that's just a key thing. Definitely think about something like transport. London is very connected when it comes to transport, but the more closer you are to a train station or something like that, then yeah, for sure, like bear that in mind. And the third thing, someone coming to London, definitely make sure that they budget well for it, make sure that there's good links and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also make sure that you know where the community is.
No doubt.
For sure. So definitely understand what area it is that you're going to move into. So what type of people live in this area, what's the kind of vibe, what's the kind of atmosphere, are there places that you can go to shop, to see people, so on and so forth. Bear that in mind as well. You know, you don't want to be disconnected. If some of my friends and family, I don't want them to be too disconnected. I want them pretty close, or just a ride or a car ride away.
Perfect.
Sure.
Oh, Eli, much appreciate for having you on King Kai Media. Once again, shout out to Eli. Check him out as well. Check out Eli and Scars' podcast, Give Me 5 Minutes. You know, you have a guest appearance for myself, Blackman the Traveller, Raid Solo, Royal, and yeah, we're out now. Much appreciate for your time.
King Kai Media.
I want to say a quick shout out to Scars. You know, he's come to King Kai Media. He's going to he's going to answer the 4 questions in regards to London Mental Health series. I want to also give a quick shout out to Give Me the 5 Minute podcast. So check them out. I'm going to put their podcast and their info in the subject itself. And So shout out to Scars. And we're going to start off the first question. So how are you feeling today, Scars, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm feeling, you know what? I think I'm feeling like a good 7 to 8.
Okay, and how can we get you to feel like a 10?
Oh wow! Hey!
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You know what? Honestly, it won't take. I'll be honest. I don't want to sound like I'm easy, but it don't take much. So, like, for instance, the weather's not that great.
Yeah, no, we're not now, innit?
Well, you got £1 million.
That's it, £1 million and a phone call.
Yeah, but no, honestly, I don't know. Like, just it's mainly just my general mood. I'm not like down, but
No.
I don't even know. That's a good question. I don't even know.
Just rolling with the punches one day at a time sort of thing. Totally understand that. Has London had a negative effect on your mental health?
Yes.
Okay, in what regards?
Like, coming from where I live,
Sure.
like, I hate saying it. Sometimes, watch documentaries, watch things, and it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Like, I'm from, like, Aylesbury. Like,
Okay,
anyone that knows
yes. Elephant and Castle way.
Don't know.
Come on.
It's actually Woolworth.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, yes, most people, like Elephant and Castle, Oak Kent Road, Peckham, like Camberwell, it's all connected. But basically, growing up there,
Was there a lot going on there?
a lot.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that's even from there, you know it's a lot, because just how school was. The first time I'm going to school, someone's found a butcher knife.
Oh wow! In the bushes.
In the you know those Nike gym bags.
Yeah. Duffel bags.
That you only have like 3 items in there.
Yeah. The small ones that just do it. Oh wow! On the way to school, what's this in year 7?
Yeah, year 7.
Oh, wow.
He wanted to fight an older.
Oh wow! Okay, so it got really intense like that.
Yeah, or like
Okay.
you know, like when you're not with your parents, naturally you don't know who you're mingling with, and even in people's households, that's another thing I've come to realize. So sometimes you go into someone's house, and that's when you now see why they think how they think.
Because of the mannerisms in the house and whatnot, and how their parents or no siblings
exactly,
are.
how they treat each other. And so in general, when I say no, not like, because I've had the worst time living in London, it's just, there's a lot of things that I know play on the way I think, even down to when I see police. Like, I'm always just thinking of back in the day when I used to always get stopped and searched by them.
Yeah, so
I
you're
know
just
I'm
very,
older now.
very, very apprehensive in regards to dealing with the police and whatnot.
Exactly.
Just
Even
avoid
as
them
an
at all
older man.
costs. Yeah. Oh, perfect. I totally understand. And what positives do you have in regards to living in London for your mental health?
Definitely the multicultural.
Okay, so the diversity.
Yeah, the diversity.
Perfect. Yeah.
Because that's one thing I can say for sure. Like, sometimes you can feel like in London it's its own place.
No
Like
doubt.
if I was to travel to West London, I'm hanging around with all the Moroccans.
yeah.
That's where they.
Yeah, that's their base.
They occupy
Yeah,
that space. If I go to, you can come to South London.
That's right.
Like Peckham, Nigerians and Ghanaians
That's it.
generally occupy that space. Yeah,
That's
there's
right.
some Sierra Leoneans as well. Or like you go to certain parts of North London and it's all Somalia or whatever. Like
That's it.
the idea is most cultures, they kind of can have a place here in a way that sounds like your community. You've got some sort of community.
Some sort of home understanding.
Yeah, do you know
Okay,
what I
some
mean?
sort of ease.
Yeah, like
Okay,
a home
being
away
amongst
from
home
type of
amongst
thing,
many
innit?
people.
So I
Okay.
love that about London. Like you can go anywhere in London. Generally, yeah, you're accepted. Like no one's gonna be like, "Oh, you can't come here" or whatever. And I mean that on specific places. Like because London is still London.
No doubt.
This place is it's like the capital of capitalism.
yeah. It's on
They
steroids.
finance everything. A lot
Yeah.
of things start here. So I mean that to say like you can go to some parts of Kensington.
Yep.
They won't even let you go into that community. That you cannot walk into it.
Yeah, it's
But-
private, right?
Exactly. But I mean it like generally if I go here, my friends, family is open. I feel generally okay to go to another place and not feel persecuted. But that's in London. Because if you want to talk Scunthorpe, Lancaster, and certain places
Up north.
I wouldn't know. I might feel a bit more apprehensive to go there.
No doubt, because it's just a lack of in regards to the community aspect. There may be less ethnic minorities up north, sort of thing.
But I'll still travel because I'm
No
not gonna, especially shout out to the GM5 podcast episode.
That's
Luke
it.
and Kaya,
That's
and
it.
Black Travel.
That's it.
No, I've always gone around, but I just mean it like I wouldn't openly go there with my hey, let me go there and just But,
Perfect. And finally, I've got the final question. What recommendations would you give to friends or family, top 3 things, if they were to move to London?
Yeah, it's a good one. You know what? I'll be real. Like, I'm not the best person for the tourist kind of stuff.
Sure.
Any family members that come here, they know where we've gone. That's
It, nice and local, yeah?
So one thing would be again in London, that food.
Yeah.
That food is crucial. I think you can eat anything in London. Like I can't think of anything that I've seen online or whatever and not been able to find it. I'm talking whether it's African, it's Chinese, it's I don't know, Italian, Lebanese, whatever, like Jamaican, like you can find it Trinidad, like it's out there, especially with the internet as well. So that's one thing. In terms of like things to do, I feel that one's a bit different. That one's an open book, only because maybe I'm a little bit older. So when I was younger, it's more like going here, clubbing, maybe seeing this. But now, like the other day, me and my girlfriend, we just went to a museum. We went to
Nice.
the
Wait,
London-
which museum did you go to?
in Barbican, was it? The Museum of London.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I mean? And you learn a lot. You don't realize how London is so integral to things that are happening in the world.
No doubt, no doubt. It's a global hub.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
perfect.
I'll be honest, I don't know the third one, what I would do, but when my cousin came from New York,
Yeah, where did you
literally,
guys go?
I just took him to every spot that was serving like, the jerk chicken,
All right.
jollof, anything.
Yeah.
Like just to let him see that
The diversity of London.
yeah,
I feel you.
kind of.
Yeah.
But in a way, I feel like that sounds a bit small, but
No, it's perfect, man. Great response. Listen, shout out to Scars and check out their podcast with him and Eli on Give Me 5 Minute Podcast.
I know.
And on that note, like, comment, subscribe. Much appreciated.